My name is Kelly, and my primary reason for doing this video today is to ask for the help I need to complete an adoption that I have in process from Africa. I've been through a series of events with an adoption that I've already started in Ethiopia that has ended. I spent some time grieving that, and I spent some time being very angry about it because I left about $26,000 in Ethiopia that I will never recover, paying for things like medical care and foster care and formula and the salaries of the women who work in the orphanage. I'm not angry about that now. The way I can deal with that is I think that child needed me. I've had 3 children, and 2 were born living and 1 didn't make it quite that far. I can still see my mom holding my daughter when my daughter was still breathing. And there were 39 minutes. That's how many minutes there were to her life. And my mom having to hand her back to me so that I could hold her for the last. And I just thought, I really felt like I brought everybody pain. And I started sharing that. I started sharing the thoughts that were in my head and finding out that that just wasn't true. I let people in. I let people love me until I felt a bit better. I went back to work and I shared my pain at work. And I just kept going. Adoption is kind of, everything is really busy and you have a ton of interviews and you pay a lot of fees and you get a lot of things translated and you collect a lot of documents and then you hurry up and wait. And so I waited for 3 years to get a proposal. And a proposal, that's the day everybody waits for. That's the day that you get the call. And I knew it was coming soonish. And I picked up the phone and said, "Is this the call?" And they said, "This is the call." And I don't really remember getting from my desk to the hallway. I just know that I did. And because I can remember quite clearly banging on the door of my teaching partner across the hallway and ushering her out into the hallway and her coming out and me shaking and her having to hold me up while I heard that there was a proposal for me. I followed that child for the next 10 months in pictures and medical reports, and we almost lost him a couple of times. More than half of the children in Ethiopia don't get to the age of 1, but he pulled through because I was supporting him financially, so he got top-notch medical care when he needed it. The Ministry of Women's Affairs has to agree. The judge has to approve me as an adoptive parent. Sometimes the police have to come. And it often takes 4 or 5 court dates to get a child legally released from Ethiopia. My son, he's no longer my son, but at that time, my son, it was very complicated to get him out of Ethiopia for a number of reasons, including his health. And he never got released to me, ever. Because before that final court date, when all the documentation had been collected and all of the people had appeared, Ethiopia, the nation, shut down their international adoption program because of a lack of infrastructure inside the country to deal with the sheer number of adoptions. That was absolutely devastating for me. I felt like I had lost another child that I had born. I can remember on my worst day looking in the bathroom mirror with the urns of my children in each hand and thinking, this is my family portrait. And what I want to convey is that nobody has to stay in that place. I don't have to stay in that place. And adoption is a hard road, but I think it's a worthwhile road. And I think that anything is possible in this world. I really believe it. Anything is possible with enough love and enough help and enough goodwill. What I wish for my son or daughter is that they will know that they are loved. That they will know that they have a family that is so much bigger than me. And that there were literally hundreds of people in this country and people who surround me who want them to be here. My entire family wants this child. I want this child. My extended family wants this child. My students want this child. My teaching partner wants this child. My staff wants this child. Every friend I have wants this child, and everybody that they have ever spoken to wants this child. There is literally an army of people in Canada waiting to welcome this child, and I want them to know about every one. The child would arrive here in Vancouver with me from South Africa, take him directly to the Royal Columbian, make sure they're okay. And from there, I would like to get on a plane and take the child home to my mom and dad in Nova Scotia, so that they have an opportunity to be the grandparents that they want to be. I'd like to be able to parent that child in a worry-free way. And I'm a single person. So as a single mom, borrowing the money and being in debt for the entire year that I would be on maternity leave and bonding with this child is a difficult thing. I would have no way of paying that money back. And if there's a quality I could still in this child, it would be the quality of resiliency. I want this child to grow up knowing that they are a resilient human being, and that they can do anything. And I know they can do anything because I can do anything. I don't waver in the conviction that I am meant to parent a living child. There is no question in my mind about that. It is all I have ever wanted. And if it wasn't supposed to be that way, I wouldn't have the desire. My life is surrounded by children. I have beautiful godchildren. I have beautiful nephew. My whole career has been about children. I've been a teacher for 15 years. I have hundreds of children in my life. So if you would like to donate money to me to help me finish this adoption, you can do it 3 ways. You can email money transfer a donation of choose the amount to the address that I have provided here on the screen. You can walk into any TD Bank and make a deposit into the trust fund that has been set up for this cause. Account number appears here on the screen. Or whoever suggested you watch this video is probably attached to me in some way. So you could give money directly to them, and I am sure that they can work it backwards so that it ends up in my hands. I need the gift, the concrete gift of the cash to make this happen, and the sum total of what I need is $12,800. If you are considering giving me money right now, I'm saying thank you for your time, thank you for your consideration, and I'm saying I would probably never be in a position to pay you back this money. So I'm saying thank you, and I'm saying I promise you that I will absolutely pay it forward. It would be absolute proof of the goodwill that exists in this world. It would be proof to me of the fact that love is the answer. That is an incredible story to tell your son or daughter.